Just when we were getting used to those endless summer days, with the sun warming our skin and the long evenings stretching out before us, Europe is about to get a reality check. The warmth and leisure of summer are about to be replaced by a brisk chill that will catch many off guard. The calendar says early autumn, but the weather is jumping straight to winter mode. It's as if autumn decided to skip its gentle transition and leap directly into the icy embrace of winter. Instead of a gentle slide into fall, we're facing a sudden sharp drop in temperatures across the continent. The leaves are barely turning, yet the air feels like it belongs to December. A major atmospheric pattern change is underway. Think of it as a giant weather switch being flipped. The skies are shifting, and with them, the mood of the continent. Warm air is being shoved aside by a surge of cold from the north, and it's not just a minor dip. You'll be reaching for sweaters you thought you wouldn't need for weeks. The sudden need to layer up is a stark reminder of nature's unpredictability. A powerful high-pressure block in the North Atlantic is steering polar air right over Europe, setting the stage for frost, storms, and even early mountain snow. The mountains, usually waiting for winter's touch, are already donning their white coats. From Ireland to the Mediterranean, almost no one will escape this chill. The cold front is sweeping across the continent, leaving a trail of shivers in its wake. Over the next few scenes, we'll break down where the cold will hit hardest, what to expect, and how to stay warm and safe. It's time to prepare, to ensure that homes are cozy and spirits remain high despite the chill. So grab a hot drink, let's dive in. As we explore this sudden shift, let the warmth of your cup be a small comfort against the backdrop of a rapidly cooling Europe. Let's take a closer look at the journey of this powerful cold front sweeping across Europe. The system's itinerary begins right now in northwestern Europe, where meteorologists are tracking its rapid advance. This isn't just a minor dip in temperature, it's a significant shift that will be felt across the continent in the coming days. The UK and Ireland are the first in line to experience the initial blast of cold air. Residents in London, Dublin, and surrounding areas should prepare for a sudden change, as the weather turns brisk and damp, with winds picking up and rain showers becoming more frequent. Temperatures here will drop sharply, making it feel more like late October than September. You'll notice people reaching for scarves, gloves, and heavier jackets much earlier than usual, as parks and city streets take on a distinctly autumnal feel. The chill doesn't linger long in one place. It quickly spreads eastward and northward, enveloping Scandinavia, the Netherlands, Belgium, and northern France. Cities like Oslo, Amsterdam, and Brussels will see gray skies and a biting wind, signaling the true arrival of the cold season. By the middle of next week, Central Europe, including Germany, Poland, and the Czech Republic, will be firmly in the grip of this cold snap. Daytime highs will struggle to reach double digits in Celsius, and nights will feel even colder, prompting many to turn on the heat for the first time this season. The Alps too will see a dramatic transformation. For the first time this season, snow will fall not just on the highest peaks, but also at lower elevations and in mountain villages. Roads may become slick and the landscape will be dusted in white, signaling the early arrival of winter sports for some. As the week draws to a close, the cold front pushes further south and east, reaching the Balkans and brushing up against the northern Mediterranean. Cities like Belgrade and coastal areas of northern Italy will feel the warmth vanish almost overnight, replaced by chilly winds and overcast skies. While the Mediterranean coast may escape the very coldest air, the collision of warm and cold masses could spark dramatic weather. Expect intense storms, heavy rainfall, and even localized flooding, especially in Italy and along the Balkan coastline. Residents should be prepared for sudden downpours and rapidly changing conditions. To sum up, the UK and Ireland are the first to feel the shivers, with foggy mornings and blustery winds marking the start of the cold spell. Central Europe and the Alps follow closely behind, as snow and freezing temperatures settle in, transforming towns and cities into early winter wonderlands. Then, the cold air sweeps into Eastern Europe and the Balkans, bringing frosty mornings, icy winds, and the first hints of winter to places like Budapest and Bucharest. This is truly a continental cooldown, affecting millions across Europe. Make sure to keep an eye on your local forecast and weather alerts as this system continues to evolve. Conditions can change quickly, and it pays to be prepared. No matter where you are, from Paris to Athens, from the North Sea to the Adriatic, the chill is on its way. So dig out your warmest clothes, check your heating, and get ready. The first big cold snap of the season is here. Why now? It's all about the jet stream, a high-altitude river of air that's suddenly become wavy, letting Arctic air spill south. A blocking high-pressure system over the North Atlantic is forcing the jet stream to dip, funneling cold air straight into Europe. This setup is classic for a prolonged cold spell. Add in a developing La Niña in the Pacific, which can encourage these blocking highs, and you've got a recipe for early autumn chills. It's not random global patterns are working together to send cold air right to your doorstep. Meteorologists spot these shifts days or weeks ahead, giving us time to prepare. So this isn't just a cold day, it's a perfect storm of atmospheric forces. The result? A direct pipeline of polar air and a big change in your daily weather. That's the science behind the shivers. This cold snap isn't just numbers on a map, it's about to hit daily life hard. Across Europe, millions are bracing for a sudden shift in weather that will affect everything from morning routines to travel plans. The chill in the air will be impossible to ignore, and everyone will need to adapt quickly. Expect widespread frost, especially in rural areas. Time to scrape windshields and protect your garden. Early risers will find their cars coated in ice, and gardeners will be rushing to cover delicate plants before the freeze sets in. Even city dwellers will notice the bite in the air as they head out for work or school. The Alps, and even the Scottish Highlands could see significant early snow, making mountain travel risky and hiking dangerous. Ski resorts may open earlier than usual, but the sudden snow could also catch outdoor enthusiasts unprepared, increasing the risk of accidents on the trails and roads. Lower mountain passes may close, and sudden winter conditions could catch people off guard. Drivers should be ready for unexpected road closures and slippery conditions, while hikers and adventurers need to check forecasts before heading out. In the south, the clash of cold and warm air over the Mediterranean could spark powerful storms, heavy rain, and even flooding, especially in Italy, Croatia, and Greece. These regions are particularly vulnerable to flash floods, and local authorities are urging residents to stay alert and prepare for possible evacuations. Coastal areas should be on alert for severe weather. High winds and rough seas could disrupt ferry services and damage coastal infrastructure, while fishing communities may need to secure boats and equipment. Energy bills will spike as millions turn on the heat earlier than planned. Households across the continent will feel the pinch as they try to stay warm, and energy providers are already warning of increased demand. It's a reminder to check your home's insulation and heating now. Sealing windows, inspecting boilers, and making sure radiators are working efficiently can help keep costs down and homes comfortable during the cold snap. From slippery roads to stormy coasts, this cold spell will be felt everywhere. Local governments are preparing salt and sand for roads, and emergency services are on standby for weather-related incidents. Prepare for a real taste of winter. Now is the time to dig out warm clothing, stock up on winter supplies, and make sure you're ready for whatever this cold snap brings. Whether you're in the city or countryside, everyone will need to take extra care in the days ahead. Ready for the chill? Here's how to prepare. Swap out summer clothes for layers. Sweaters, jackets, and warm socks are your new best friends. Check your home for drafts and seal them up to keep the heat in. Make sure your fireplace or heating system is ready, and dig out those blankets. Prep your car. Top up antifreeze, check tire pressure, and keep your ice scraper handy. If you're in a flood-prone or mountainous area, stay updated on local alerts and road conditions. Don't wait for the first frost. Act now to avoid surprises. A little preparation means a much more comfortable transition. Stay proactive, not reactive. You'll thank yourself when the cold really hits. How do we know all this? It's not magic. It's advanced weather models. Supercomputers crunch millions of data points from satellites, weather stations, and aircraft to simulate the atmosphere. The ECMWF and GFS models are the gold standard, and when they agree, forecasters have high confidence. These models run multiple simulations to show possible outcomes, helping us gauge the range and likelihood of events. Sites like WXCharts turn this data into easy-to-read maps. Those blue blobs mean colder than average. Meteorologists interpret the models, spot biases, and refine the forecast. No model is perfect, so forecasts evolve. Always check for updates. Your best info comes from local experts who know your area's quirks. Science, tech, and experience combine to keep you ahead of the weather. That's how we see the cold coming. UK and Ireland, you're first up for this autumn shock. After a mild start to September, Arctic winds are sweeping in, dropping daytime highs to just 10-13 degrees Celsius. Nights will be even colder, with widespread ground frost likely, especially inland. Scotland and northern England could see the season's first air frost and even a dusting of snow on the highest peaks. Showers will feel wintry, with hail and maybe thunder thanks to the cold, unstable air. The next week looks set to stay colder than average, time to turn on the heat and dig out extra blankets. Expect brisk walks, cozy evenings, and maybe your first hot chocolate of the season. This is autumn's fast-forward button. Get ready for a new weather reality. The chill is here to stay for a while. Embrace the crisp, clear days ahead. As the cold air hits the Alps, get ready for a dramatic early snowfall. Significant snow is expected as low as 1,500 meters, unusual for mid-September. Ski resorts will love it, but hikers and travelers beware. Trails and mountain passes could become impassable fast. Travel disruptions are likely, so check conditions before heading into the mountains. After the Alps, the cold spills into northern Italy and the Balkans, dropping temperatures sharply. Farmers should watch for frost that could damage late crops. The clash of cold air with warm seas near the Adriatic and Ionian could trigger heavy rain, flooding, and strong winds. Coastal residents need to stay alert for weather warnings. The end of summer will feel like a distant memory. The region is in for a rude, wintry awakening. That's the story, a dramatic continent-wide cooldown signaling autumn's true arrival. This pattern will stick around, keeping temperatures below average for weeks. Use your local forecast and heed warnings from National Weather Services. They have the most accurate info for your area. Prepare now. Check your home, car, and wardrobe and help neighbors who might need it. Community matters most when the weather turns harsh. Embrace the season. Enjoy the crisp air, changing leaves, and a hot drink. Weather is always changing, and that's what keeps it fascinating. Stay warm, stay safe, and keep checking for updates. We'll keep watching the maps for you. That's what's happening. Here's what to expect in your neck of the woods.